out of wickedness, not out of selfish interest, not out of anything. We are asking for our freedom because we want to save life. To save life. When we ask for breakup of Nigeria, it's for every region to stand on their own, have a peaceful environment where they can grow. And I have said it several times that we don't have a problem with whatever thing you want to practice in your region. I don't have a problem with a caliphate. The Biafrans do not have a problem with you creating a caliphate. It is beautiful. Many caliphates that are existing today, they are doing well among themselves because they agree that this is the system they want to practice. Foreigners go there, they marry there, they live there, they do business in there, in a caliphate, and they succeed. The same way in a monarchical system, you see people go there, they succeed, they marry there, they interact with people, they do businesses. But what we are saying, let the people agree with that very level of understanding. Let the country be created among people that have the same value system. The same value system. Like in the core north, we know that their value system is that of a caliphate. That is their value system. That is their system. They believe in that. They're already practicing Sharia law in the core northern state of Nigeria. Why are you not giving them their own country? Give them their own country to practice this the way, without any interruption, without any disruption. When you come from other country to disrupt them, then you face the consequence. Why are you not allowing the Oduduwa people to practice the monarchical system in their area without any interruption? So when you walk from your own side and come in there, you are looking for trouble. Why are you not allowing the Biafra to practice what they want to practice on their own? We can still do business together, even while we are separated on our own. We can do business together. That a man married today, built his own house, left his father's house, does not mean that he's not part of the family. He's still part of the family. That is the same determination we are talking about. It starts from your own home, your own home. That is why when your son grows to a man, he will have his own family. He will move away from your house and be where he has to be with his own family. Your daughters will marry, create their own family. That does not separate them from the family. That does not make them not a part of the family. They will still celebrate. They will still come to the family whenever they want to come. That is what we are asking for. Is it too much? Is it too much to ask? Instead, you expose people to danger. You make people to believe that they are living in a secular country. You make people believe they are living in a secular country and you set them up for death. Many people have lost their life in the northern part of Nigeria because they felt they were in a secular country and they can do anything they like. They go to a Sharia zone and they misbehave and they are dead. So many of them are not reported. So many deaths of innocent Christians in the north are not reported. They are not reported. And you don't blame them. These are the people that the government made them to believe that they are living in a secular country. And now, being your own country in a secular country, you travel to anywhere you want to travel freely. You can drink, you can do anything you want to do any business you want to do, not knowing that you are not in a secular place. And before you know it, you'll be trapped. Sharia law will hold you, and before you know it, you are gone. The same thing today in the Southwest. You see the problem in the Southwest. Even though the Yorubas will come and preach one Nigeria today, they will tell you that an Igbo man don't have any right to acquire land in their place. Not steal land, to buy land that they themselves will sell. A Yoruba man will tell you that an Igbo man has no right to have property in their own land. Property, the Igbo man did not steal it. Property, the Igbo man did not force you to give him. Some of them will take the property, come and beg you in your house. Even their own fellow Yoruba man will want to buy the property. They say no. They want to sell it to an Igbo man because Igbo man can pay better. They will sell the property. A Yoruba man will be willing to pay 5 million for a property. They will not sell. They will come to a Igbo man to sell it at 10 million. An Igbo man, seeing the value of the property because he needs it, he will buy. Many of them today, these same Yorubas, when they want to sell your property, they will not sell to their fellow Yoruba person. Are there Yorubas who are willing to buy? There are. But they will not sell to him. They want to sell at a very high price. And who are those who are going to offer that high price? The Igbos are willing to offer because they know the value of what they want. They can be able to use it and get what they want. But today, a Yoruba man, even though they tell you that we are in one Nigeria, yet they are telling you that an Igbo man has no right to have property in their place. This same Igbo man have properties in the US. An Igbo man has property in the UK. An Igbo man has property even in Dubai. An Igbo man has property in Saudi Arabia. In other countries of the world, Igbo people have their businesses and their properties there. But in Nigeria, where supposedly they force you, they drag us into it by force. They will tell you you have no right to have a property. The property you did not steal. Some of the property, you are not the one that asked them to sell to you. They will come and meet you. We don't go searching for property. They will come and meet you. They bring their trick when they will go to a place, develop it, it becomes a market. The next thing, they will say you should transfer from here and go to the other side. This place we want to use it. The Igbos will quietly transfer to that place, develop it again. The next time, they will drive them away and say, and all the places they have developed, swamp, that is where they give them, and they pour money and turn that swamp into a city, a mega city. The Igbos turn swamp into a mega city, turn a forest into a mega city. And today, Yorubas say they don't have any right to own property in the Southwest. Why is it so? Even though you are claiming you are in one country. In order to stop that, let every region be on their own. If I decide to go into the Oduduwa land and get a citizenship, I will read through their laws. When I read through their laws, I will know what rights I have in Oduduwa land. The laws will state it very clear. Because as it stands today, Nigeria doesn't have any stable law. The North is practicing a different thing. The Southwest is doing a different thing. And the Southeast is just watching. But when you divide these countries along their tribal lines, if I want to go to the North, I will read their laws and their constitution. If I want to acquire a property, I will read and know what their laws said about acquiring property, the stages I have to pass. And I will follow it. If their law say that they can never sell property to me, I follow it. There are some countries in this planet Earth today that when you go to some countries, you cannot own a property. The only way to own a property, except you marry a citizen of that country, then you register the property in the name of that citizen. Only then and then you can have property. And that is their law. Acceptable. If you like, you come. If you don't like, it's up to you. And you still see people come into that land, they invest, marry a citizen, invest in the name of the woman or in the name of a person, not necessarily a woman, It must be a citizen. You use a citizen and open the business. The citizen will take his interest, you take yours. And that is it. So when you divide along tribal lines, then we have a constitution that whoever is traveling to wherever, you will study it. I am telling you that as we speak, there are Igbo men doing business in Saudi Arabia. There are Igbo men doing business in Iraq. There are Igbo men doing business in Iran. And they are doing very well. They are not at loggerhead with anybody. They are not fighting anybody. So tomorrow, if we create a caliphate in the north, and they have a very good structure with their own law, the only thing I need to do is to read the laws of the land. I would read the law. What does the law say about the northern part of Nigeria? How can someone do a business in the northern part of Nigeria? If the law says that you must become a Muslim for you to be a businessman or own a land, if I am so desperate to do it, there's no other choice. I can become a Muslim if I choose to. If in Yoruba land they say you cannot own a property at all, it is on lease, they will only give you a lease. I will now know that in this place I cannot own a property. So when I'm building, I know the kind of a thing I'm building. When I'm constructing, I know when I'm investing, I know what kind of a thing I'm investing. But not you throw an open blanket, circular country. Oh, one Nigeria. You, the same person that is preaching that one Nigeria, tomorrow you see him destroying the property of his same group of one Nigeria people. You see all of them crying online every day. Lagos State destroying property. And the same idiots that are crying, they are the ones preaching one Nigeria. There was one woman, the one I played her video from the US, that went and convinced people to come and invest in Nigeria. After all investment, everything gone to drain, destroyed. An Igbo person. And Dave Umahi, a fellow Igbo man, was accusing her of land grabbing. A woman that bought a property, you are now accusing her of, how is it land grabbing? The land, she bought it. She had the documents. Papers were given to her. C of O was given to her. But now, you are calling her a land grabber because of Nigeria. Some of you don't know the danger we are facing as Igbos in that country called Nigeria. That is why we have to be speaking about this. Finland knows this fact, and yet they are criminalizing self-determination. People who want to end this perpetual killing, this perpetual intimidation. That is what Mazi Samaneko want to end. That is what Mazi Nnamdi want to end. Instead of you, those of you who say you're supporting human rights, to support them and make sure that this their message goes, you are fighting against them. And you want me to come and clap for you. You want me to come and clap for you. You want me to come and clap for you. We will never stop. It does not matter the atrocities they commit against us. It doesn't matter how they marginalize us. It doesn't matter how they attack us. We will never ever stop. We will not bow to any oppression. We will not trade freedom for fear. And we will not rest until Biafra stands as a free and sovereign nation. No retreat, no surrender. It is Biafra or nothing. It is Biafra or nothing. If any one of you think that maybe somehow they are going to change their mind, you better think again. Even when we are gone, our children will stand up and fight. Nnamdi Kanu said it in one of his programs. He said that we are going to prepare our children to war for 1,000 years with our enemies. You see Janjaweed carrying out the mission of Ottoman Danfodio and pursuing. The same thing is what we are ready to do. We are ready to pursue the cause of our freedom until eternity. We are not stopping. We must remain consistent. And every one of us as Biafrans, you must be ready. You must be ready. Prepare yourself. This is not a child's play. They are not going to stop. They are not going to stop doing what they are doing. In fact, their criminality will increase. The attack will increase. But I bet you, my fellow Biafrans and brothers and sisters, do not retreat and do not surrender. Never give up. Is it going to be easy? It is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy. But I bet you, do not give up. Are we going to overcome? Definitely, we shall overcome. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We will definitely overcome. We are definitely going to win in this battle. I want you all to remember that consistency in the Biafran struggle is the key. Consistency is the key. Freedom and self-preservation must remain our highest priority. Freedom and self-preservation must remain our highest priority. Every Biafran men and women, old and young, wherever you are, freedom and self-preservation must remain your highest priority. Not blackmail, not propaganda, not saga. not division. Your utmost priority must be freedom. Sacrifice everything, including that is the respect you are talking about. You want to be respected. Do you think that if Mazi Simon Ekpa is looking for respect, he will come and join you? Mazi Simon Ekpa, with all the level he has attained, he dropped it and he came. You see people, riffraff who cannot afford 3 square meal, insulting Mazi Simon Ekpa online. He threw away all that respect. And he come and explain and begin to respond. Look at Mazi Nnamdi. With all the heights he has attained to, he threw everything on the ground. You see people today, idiots who doesn't know their left and right, insulting Mazi Nnamdi online, calling him names. If you are seeking for respect, you will not come for this house. Don't come here. If you're one of those who is demanding respect, if you're one of those that is demanding, don't come for Biafra struggle. It is not compulsory that everybody must join the Biafra struggle. Not compulsory. There is no law that says everybody must join Biafra struggle. There's no law like that. There is no law that says everybody must join Biafra struggle. So if you're one of those who is demanding for respect, don't come, because nobody give a damn about you. And when they don't give a damn about you, you will run and begin to do otherwise. We must make freedom and self-preservation to remain our highest priority. Nigeria continue to criminalize the legitimate right to self-determination. Finland has joined them. And many other countries of the world are going to join them. We don't think, even US have joined. For US to arrest an activist in their land, you think you can trust them? It is about interest. Every one of them is, once their interest is not covered, they don't care about you. All these human rights laws are meant for their interest. It's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. Because if that's human rights, if they are serious about it, there is no way Nigeria will not be sanctioned by now for holding a man for 5 good years. There is no way Nigeria cannot be sanctioned. Even when the arbitrary committee of the United Nations have said, let this man go, gave them 6 months ultimatum, let him go and pay him compensation. The arbitrary committee of the United Nations gave that order. Nigeria violated it. Yet, no sanction. And you tell me they are serious. They are not serious. They don't care. When it comes to Africa, they don't care. Just like when they talk the ICC. ICC is only active when it comes to poor countries, like African countries and some other countries. The ICC is just about African countries. But when it has to do with them, it doesn't work anymore. As long as the criminal is protecting their interests, they will protect that very person. If not, why must somebody like Paul Biya continue to be the president of Cameroon? A man that is almost dead. Not even almost, a man that is dead, a dead man, whose brain is dead, still running a country for years. And France is the front line, supporting him and backing him up. With all the Western countries, they're backing him up. If they care about humanity, how can they ever stand and watch such a person rule or support such idiocy? But look at them. Instead of calling their attention, they are busy arresting activists. Arresting activists in Amazonia that wants to break free from the cage, from the slavery of the slave master. And when you see that their footprint, you begin to know the people who are the real enemies. The West will always support the criminals that support their interests, not the legitimate leader that will seek the interests of their people. Any criminal leader that support the interest of the West, they will support that person. It doesn't matter who the person is. That is why after condemning the election of Tinubu as a fraudulent election, they are all working with him today. They are all signing deal with him. He is visiting all of them. Even when they condemned the election, that it was rigged the election. They condemned the election, it was not fair, but still yet, every one of them. And he's coming back again. 2027, he's going to return his power. by fire, by force. He's going to be there. As long as he plays ball with the West, there's nothing he can do. They will never stop. And we will never allow them. They can continue to criminalize us for all I care. That will not deter us. We will remain consistent in the pursuit of our freedom until eternity. From the detention of Nnamdi Kanu to the daily intimidation of freedom fighters, Nigeria's strategy is clear: to break the will of the Biafran through fear. That is the strategy. The strategy of Nigeria is to break the will of Biafran through fear. They create fear, so much fear. They create so much fear on us. They make you afraid of calling yourself a Biafran. They make you ashamed of associating yourself with Biafra. Through propaganda, they push so much propaganda. They push so much propaganda. They call you what you are not. They give you different kinds of names. They say you are violent. They make people believe that Biafran people are violent people. That these people who are talking about that we are not. We are the most peaceful people you can think about on the planet. Very, very peaceful. We don't fight back. We just push back. Only when you push us to the wall. Since 1945, they have been murdering Biafran people. Since 1945. Biafrans are the only people who never go for retaliation. We never go to retaliate. We are the only people who don't go for retaliation. Every time, once it happens, we will cry about it and we're done. We will talk about it and we are done. But in their own case, up to tomorrow, they are still retaliating on something that doesn't have anything to do with us. So the Igbo coup, so-called Igbo coup, that is not Igbo coup. That is their basis of their hatred up to today. Still ongoing. Up to the extent that the governor will come and tell you that the Fulanis don't forget and they don't forgive. A governor saying that the Fulani people don't forgive. Giving it as a reason why they are still committing crimes in Nigeria, murdering people in Nigeria, taking innocent life in Nigeria, that they don't forgive. The only peaceful people are the Biafrans. But they use their propaganda machine to paint us differently. They say, oh, Biafran land, there is so much trouble there, so much chaos. They are too stubborn. They are this and that. They are too violent. Lie from the pit of hell. Lie from the pit of hell. They are the most peaceful people. Other regions, if they have the resources that we have, they will bring hell on Nigeria. If other regions have the resources we have, they will bring hell on Nigeria. But in the case of Biafra, very peaceful people. The only thing they are doing today is to try to force that violence into some of us. Nigeria today is trying to recreate violence into some of us. That is what Nigeria is doing. And that is why Nigeria must end before it is too late. Before they destroy our people. They are today trying to create violence inside us. This their propaganda will not stand. The oppression is so much. The oppression is unimaginable, and we cannot allow it to continue. Every one of us must remember, our strength lies in our consistency. I say it again. Our strength lies in our consistency, our unity, and our unwavering demand for freedom. That is where our strength lies. Our strength does not lie in disunity. Our strength does not lie in propaganda and blackmail. Our strength does not lie in fighting our brothers and sisters. Our strength lies in consistency in the pursuit of our freedom, in our unity, and in our unwavering demand for freedom. That is where our strength lies. And don't allow anybody to deceive you. Until we begin to do things right, it will get worse than you can ever imagine. Wherever you have watched this program this morning, I want you to sit back on your own self, on your own time, and think about every single thing you have had. Think about everything you have had in this program this morning. I begin to search yourself and ask yourself, where have you gotten it wrong? If you know any area where you got it wrong, begin to make corrections. Every one of us have fallen short in one way or the other. Every one of us have made mistake in one way or the other. Nobody is perfect, and none of us is innocent. Biafra is our last hope. Some of the things that are happening today are happening because we are still in the zoological republic of Nigeria. By the time we leave Nigeria, it can never be the same ball game. It will be a different ball game. And I say it that no country will break out of Nigeria and be worse than Nigeria. Never. It cannot happen. No country will break out of Nigeria and become worse than Nigeria, including the northern part of Nigeria, including the north, the Arewa. Including the Arewa. They will never be worse than Nigeria when we break up. The breakup we are calling for is for peace. It's for peace to reign, to save life. One of the things that the Nigerian government is doing is that when we talk about breakup, they paint it as if it is a violent move. At least it's a request that cannot be made. This is something that has been done in so many countries and it works. It brought peace. We are only calling for a breakup in search of peace. That is why we are calling for a breakup. In the quest for peace, it is not a breakup out of envy, out of jealousy, out of wickedness. No. It is for peace to reign, for everyone to be able to grow in their own space, at their own speed, pursue their career to any level that they want to pursue it. We can be able to engage in a healthy competition. And by the way, this is something we have seen that have been done in so many countries and it works. Why is our own a different case? Why is it that when we call for a breakup, they call us terrorists? Why is it that when we call for a breakup, they term us violent? Why? They have used their media to blackmail the most peaceful tribe in Nigeria. They give us different kinds of names. Using their media that are being powered by our Yoruba brothers and sisters, our Yoruba neighbors. Some of them are in the front line of painting the Igbos bad, even when they know that their own people are worst. Their own people are worst. But when something happens with the Igbos, they will go to their media, they will narrate it, they will paint it and preach it and raise it, use it as a topic for months. But when it happens in their region, they hardly talk about it. They hardly talk about it. And today, it is even worse because today you have a president who is in the front line of tribal division. A president whose only mission is to create that tribal division. A president that is playing tribal politics. That is why you know it's not gonna get better. We are talking of Buhari, and today you have another person from the southwest. Nigeria is not one, will never be one. It is not something to pretend about. It's not something to pretend about. When we say Nigeria is not one, it's not a bad word. It is a truth. It's a fact. When we say Nigeria cannot work, it is not a hate speech. It is not. It is a fact. Because when you say things that are happening, you will understand that they are not well. First of all, agree the fact that they are not one, and then you can be able to find a common ground, how you can live together and manage each other. But the more you continue to deny the oneness that they are one, you are now creating a danger. You are just putting explosive that will explode at any time. That is why we are saying that let the world join us, add their voice, and first of all, recognize that this contraption called Nigeria is not one. There are nations that are forced to be together. Recognize that. Once you recognize that, then you will understand the problem we're facing and how to solve it. You can imagine a president that is a tribal bigot, employing tribal bigots everywhere. Look at Abike Dabiri. Abike Dabiri that he put there as a diaspora, whatever, going all part of the world to castigate the Biafrans. That woman they call Abike Dabiri, a tribal bigot.